Dude, Prosper is like the worst fucking alpha in the fucking world.
When I first started trading, I had no money, no strategy, and no clue what I was doing. But here's the crazy part. Having $0 might actually be the best way to start. Because when you have nothing, you're forced to do what 99% of others don't. Learn how to trade using pure skill instead of luck. In this video, I'm breaking down exactly how I would go about turning zero into my first $10,000 trading meme coins step by step. Also guys, if you don't already have it installed, download Axiom. The link is axiom.trade/@prosper. It's also in the description. You get like 10% off if you use my code, but anyways, you need it to follow along with the rest of the video and to trading meme coins. So make sure you get that set up. Anyways, let's get started. All right guys, so let's be real for a sec. Before we even get on the charts, if you have $0, you cannot be trading. You're not gonna make any money. You're probably gonna lose the very little that you have. So you need to build up at least $500 to $1,000 to trade with. If you already have that, great, skip to the end of the video. If you don't, because this is a guide from making it from nothing, let me give you 3 ways that I would do it. The first way is refs. Now, every single trading platform like Axiom, for example, when you sign up, you can use someone else's code and you also are given a code. So when you use Prosper to sign up, I get a little bit of a percentage of the fees that you use to trade. So the first thing I would do, and the first thing I did, was when I had nothing, I would make my link on these platforms and try and push it everywhere. I'd go on Twitter, on Reddit, I'd make YouTube videos, TikToks, whatever it took, I'd get my link out there as much as possible so that I'd get people using my code and kind of be able to build up that first $500. Here's the second way. So I've never actually personally done this, but I have someone who made $500 this week alone just from doing this, and that's clipping. And you can clip for me. If you go to ethanprosper.com, there's like a little clip for me button, and that $500 was paid out from my pocket. But essentially what you do is you stand on my live streams and you watch them, or my YouTube videos, or go through like my vlog content, and you clip up certain parts that are good for TikTok, make edits of me and post them. And if you get 5,000 views, I think you get like $15 or something around there. So the last way, I'm gonna be dead ass, is getting a J word. I'm not gonna say it, but you know what I'm talking about. A lot of people did it, and there's no shame in it, you know, working at McDonald's for a little bit. I think everyone has their own path that they have to do, but you know, at the end of the day, it's an honest living and everyone needs to get one, so might as well get one for a little bit until you can use that money to trade with. You're not using that money to have fun. Don't be the 40-year-old that works at Target still and is ringing up people's groceries, because that's the shittiest life in the world. You don't want that. All right guys, so the good thing is that the first step, you don't actually have to make your whole 5 sol yet. So, you know, if you have it, great. If you don't, doesn't matter. The number one thing that you need to do before anything is study. You need to study. You need to learn from the best. You're not going to be able to get anywhere if you don't stay humble and realize that there are people that are better than you making money every single day. You just need to learn from them. So how are you going to do that? There are 2 ways. First way is Twitch. You can go on Twitch. People live stream trading all the time. Literally go to the category crypto, click on it, and near the top, you'll probably see some of the best. A lot of these are scams. Like when you see this is probably a scam, but go to the people with like 100 viewers on average. They are free resource that you can go into their chat and watch exactly what they're doing, understand why they're doing it, and ask them questions. Be careful, don't fall into the trap. Don't just copy them blindly, because if you do that, you're honestly gonna get rinsed. They make money off of having a lot of viewers and eyes on them, and they also make money off of just streaming. So go to my streams, go to Wes, go to everyone that usually streams. There's always someone live at least every day, and just watch them. Now, some people don't really want to spend the hour streaming, or maybe you're not into it, or maybe you want to do something else to learn. Well, another way to do that is through actual wallet tracking. And back in the day, we didn't have that many streamers, so this is what I would do. I would look at people that I looked up to and traders that I liked their style of. And I know it's kind of tough right now if you literally have no knowledge, but literally just like watching the wallet tracker, seeing what people are buying and being like, all right, so Lucas bought 3 sold AMC. What is this? It's American coin. I'm looking at the narrative. In my head, I'm immediately trying to figure out how high the coin could go and what the narrative is, even if I'm not even trading. All right, so guys, chapter 2, this is gonna be paper trading. So now that you have an understanding, because you've studied streamers and Cupsy and people like me, maybe now you have a perception of what coins do, why they go up, why they don't. Now you have to practice, and you can't practice and just put in all your money and start risking it all and then losing it all, because then you worked so hard to make this 5 sol, you're gonna lose it. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna start taking real trades with literally nothing. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna, let's see, Suki coin, you're gonna go to the coin. You see I have 2 wallets I just bought. I'm gonna wait for an entry here. I'm gonna click this little paintbrush. I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna buy it. Let's see. Let me get some red. Oh no, it's going higher. Shit. Okay, this is my entry. This is my entry. Bang. I'm in. Okay, that was my buy. Now we're gonna see what happens. We're up a little bit here, and you're gonna trade this how you were. So I'm actually up quite a little bit on this coin. Let's see what happens. Let's see if I can get a little bit of a nice buy or pump or whatever. And maybe I'll lose. Maybe, oh, okay, a little bit of red. And this is what you're doing. So you kind of get the fun of it, of trading, and you kind of get the feeling. You know what? I'm gonna sell a bit here. Bang. Profitable trade, guys. How much did I make? Let's see. Let's take the percentage. From the line up, I would have made 30%. That's a lot of money. From one sold, that's 0.3 profit. What you want to be doing is stuff like that. You want to paper trade. You want to trade with fake money to understand, kind of get the feeling of when you should enter, when you should wait, when you should get in. And over time, you're going to get better and better. And you'll be able, at one point, once you really just like gotten the hang of it and you see that you're always winning, you're always making money, start putting in real money and go little by little. You're going to start with, 0.3 buys, 0.5 buys, and you're going to slowly scale it up as your port increases. All right, so guys, you just did a hell of a lot of practice. You studied a ton, and now you're ready to get trading. So what are you gonna do? Well, you have 5 SOL on your balance. In this case, I have 205. Well, let's imagine that it's 5. I'm gonna set my trading amount to literally 0.25. Now that I have my quick buy and my settings and everything set up, which you can do like by watching the rest of our videos or going to Discord or whatever, you're gonna only chase high conviction coins. You're gonna buy coins that you are confident in, because now you understand narratives, right? You didn't cheat. You took your time. You learned. You studied. You know that cat coin is going up. Let's see. Cat was the first ever cat meme coin to come out. It's an old Bitcoin talk forum. Okay, honestly, this is probably a 20K topper. It has potential to do a lot more, but it's on bonk. I don't really like bonk coins. I'm gonna fade this coin, and you're gonna be super, super patient, and you're just gonna follow a bunch of these rules that we've learned throughout the rest of our videos and in general. Now, how do you know if a coin is good? It's literally just the narrative. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at realizedalpha coin. Mert was talking on Pump and Lava about how there needs to be a version of Farcoin, blah, blah, blah. If you go to the infinite backrooms, realizedalpha, let's see, what does it say in the backrooms? Has it been done too? If I look up realizedalpha, it's never been done. That's pretty bullish. It is a market, but I don't see it's a coin anywhere. Does it have a ticker anywhere? I don't think this is real because there's no coin. That's kind of what we're going to be doing. We're going to be patient. We're going to be wait for coins, and don't panic just because you get rugged in that case. If you're down, that doesn't mean that you're always going to be down. The coin can always go back up. So be patient, wait for a good narrative, rinse, repeat. And you're going to do that the entire day, and you're going to take some losses, but the wins that you take are going to outweigh the cons drastically. All right, guys, so here are a few strategies that we'll talk about that I would recommend trading, especially at a low port. The number one thing is start small. Trade like you're still broke, even if you have a little bit of money. Even when I built up my port from 5 to 10 to 15 SOL, like I was trading like I was poor. I would trade very, very little risk, be super patient, and literally find the best entries, be happy about the small wins, don't get greedy, and just really be like very selective and clippy. What does being clippy mean? That means, let's say you're in a coin, right? And it instantly goes up and you're up at 2x. I'm probably, especially at a low port, taking my initials at a 2x, which means selling 50% of my position at that 2x. So that's a great strategy that I recommend doing. It's not hard. You can even do it automatically. So you can set advanced trading strategies on Axiom. If I go to buy, there's like buy on dev sell. There are like limit orders that you can set. There are a bunch of different strategies that you can set up. So I'd highly recommend you get those set up. And honestly, they're pretty important to get set up, especially if you want to be able to play it safe and continue making money without necessarily risking a lot. You want to also like create a system, right? You want to create patterns of how you're trading, learn what type of coins you like buying, at what market cap is your entry. And once you find that style, you just want to rinse it. You want to be able to trade in the same way all the time. Well, I know a lot of this is going to kind of sound like a whole lot of nothing. It's kind of something I've been trying to figure out how to not do throughout this video, but at the end of the day, that's kind of what trading is. So I asked ChatGPT for some help on how to kind of phrase what I want you guys to learn, and it gave me some tips. Let's go over them real quick. The first one, this is so good. The obsession gain. If you're not obsessed, you're invisible. That means you're staying up until 3 a.m. learning. You're literally like always practicing. You're always trying to grind. And you know what? He's right. This is what you should be doing. You should be obsessed with this shit. That's how I am. I'm addicted to this. I don't go outside. I'm here 24/7 because I'm trading all the time. This one, I mean, I've talked about already, but this is completely right. You can't trade like you're rich if you still think that you're broke. So you don't want to trade in a way where you're understanding and you think that you have absolutely nothing, but you also want to be conscious of what position you're at and be super decisive yet cautious. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Check out all my links there at ethanprosper.com. You can follow me on other socials. I'm live on Twitch like every single day. And I hope you guys gained something off of this video. I really enjoyed making it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.